I'm going to go over building a simple recessed panel column, and this column back over here is what we're going to build. A bunch of different ways to do this. I'm going to just show one, and then in another video I'll do a tapered recessed panel column like this one here. So over here I've got a workspace I'm going to use, and I've got a couple of CAD lines here, and I'm just going to use these for centering and reflecting about and that kind of thing. And so the first thing I'm going to do is pick up that and pick up that, then come up here and get this center, put a temporary point right there, and I'm going to make this column just a foot. By a foot. And then we can center it up. And this CAD box here just gives me something to draw on. So I'm going to start drawing, hit tab, 2.5, 2.5. This will be the start of my corner. So I'll select that, put a break in here. I'll put too many breaks in. So that I want to be 1 inch. Make it exactly 1 inch. That I want to be 1 inch. So there's my corner post. And let's go over here and see if we can see that when it starts to develop. And we'll select this, convert polyline, make it a polyline solid. Okay. I'm going to make it 72. We're going to make this 6 feet tall. And elevation at the bottom, 0. Alright, there it is. Now you notice I've got these painted all different colors. I've applied different materials to all the different spots. And that's so when you make this into a symbol, or when you just paint it, I've got some horizontal fur here that I can paint on this. And I've got some vertical fur I can paint here. And then the grain goes in the right direction. And it also just gives you the flexibility to, if you wanted to paint the panel a different color or something, you can do that. So I'm just going to pick up the color off of there and paint it on that. And if I select this and go up here to transform, replicate, copy, I want 3 copies. I want to rotate 90 degrees, and I want to rotate about current point, so I say OK. So there's our 4 columns, or posts, or corners. And I'm just going to use a polyline solid. I'm going to draw that in right there, and you can see it there at the bottom. Open that up. I'm going to make it 6 inches. I'm going to make that 0. Okay. Back over here, I'm going to pick this dark color up and put that there. And then I'm going to copy and paste in place. Open that up. And we'll make this 4 inches. Finish for the top, 72. Okay. There's our top and our bottom. I'm going to delete that because I don't need it. So I'm going to select those 2 things. We're going to transform, replicate, same thing, copy, make 3 copies, 90, and okay. So there's those. And then we'll do the panels. Just going to make those 1/4 inch. Open it up. Make this 62 for the bottom 6. Pick up that light color. Alright, so there's the column. And like I said, there's a lot of easier ways to do this. You could do it all in one piece, and you can do it in elevation if you wanted to. This is just one way, and like I said, if you do it this way, then you've got the ability to paint all these pieces. When it's a symbol, you can paint all these pieces different colors, different wood grains if you want to. So let's look at this in elevation. We're going to make a molding, say OK. And let's replace that. Moldings are always fun to work with. You can see, I think you can see that the flat side is out. So I'm going to go back over here. There's our molding. I'm going to go to the all offset, select moldings, Now what I can do is I can turn that around. And now you can see over here that the molding is now facing out. So while I've got that selected, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did before. Copy and make 3 copies, 90 degrees. Say OK. I'll go back to the working layer set. And so there's your paneled column. Select all this, make a symbol, set stretch planes, and then you can make this taller or shorter, wider,